Hello and welcome. This is CCFN 73. I am Gek, and we'll be casting this. This is, of course, server 3. Yep, it's server 3. And QFF, or Queen's Fighting Force, Seranian Vanguard, Tactical Combat Division, and Red Bears will be playing against Indies, Squad Beans, Full Contact, and Zulu X-Ray Delta. And it is going to be super duper nice, I think. We're playing Uhorvika. It is the whole storage site layout. So let's see here. We've got Tactical Combat Division, Seranian Vanguard, QFF, and Red Bears on the US side. So they will be starting down here and have to capture the flags in order in such a way as the line indicates. As well as the other team starting in the north. We are now live. Everything is go. I'll make a squad. There we go. And then we can hear the communications of the squad leaders, in case there is any. But, well, usually there is. So let's just quickly have a look at what's going on. There you see the US side. I am casting from the US side. So right now we have vehicles rolling up. Let's get down there and get those sweet, sweet sounds. There they go. So it is a Humvee, standard Humvee, rolling out first and foremost. I don't have names enabled. Let's get those names up. There we go. And it is Tactical Combat Division moving out first. I think they will most likely be rushing storage. That is the standard here. I feel like Russians have a slight advantage on this map because of the way they hit this map fulcrum, the central point storage right here, which is sort of what everything hinges on. If you have these three flags, the enemy will be bleeding tickets. If the US side have them, the Russians will be bleeding tickets. That's sort of how the game works. Whoever has the flag majority, well, not anymore, but let's make it simple. Whoever has the flag majority bleeds the other team of tickets. Yeah, it's not exactly how it works, but it's close enough. And here we go. Russians rolling up in a BTR. This is the 82A, the 30mm BTR. And this is Indies pulling up here towards storage site. They're going to come at it from the west side. And then we have a couple other squads. I think they just want to stop rushes and things because they're looking like they're going to be heavy on... No, they're not. They're not even going for it. And US side are doing a bit of a rush. Really, really nice. So basically, US side are up here. And this has to be Tactical Combat Division. The guys we saw rolling out earlier up front here. And it is Tactical Combat Division now going to face off against Squad Beans here, who've showed up with an MTLB. And honestly, this looks like it's got a 14.5mm gun. It doesn't look like a 30mm MTLB, but I've been wrong before. And that's a Logi truck, so Squad Beans now soon to face off against Tactical Combat Division. They look like they're moving pretty stealthily. Might be spotted, though, by this thing. The MTLB not looking the correct way at all. And this has supplied the FOB. I feel like... Ooh, they take a shot at the Logi, though. That's kind of risky. Revealing their position.
Are they capping South Petrivka or not?
Alright, so... South Petrivka now getting attacked. And they're actually coming on them pretty well here. US side now finally engaging storage. I'm going to run over there very, very soon. Just want to see what's happening here. If they can hold out. So they've stopped the cap right now. They're reporting in. And they are super duper close to the hab. And no engagement really yet.
It's going to take time before we can take it.
Yeah, copy. I'm on my way in.
Once I capture Nova, I'm
Oh, grenades coming over. And here we go.
Hold that position.
Oh, Revenge Devon. Taking hits, surviving though. And Mats. Wow, and look at this. He's digging it down where they stand. They're not really prepared for this assault here. Mag going down, and as well as this guy whose name I can't see right now. Ooh, there we go. And this hab needs to go back up, but it looks like Tactical Combat Division have the upper hand here. Revenge all alone, getting flanked, and dies. Only Matt's left. And suddenly he's in the open and goes down. So this, they are actually holding here. The MTLB is on their way back, but let's quickly have a look at storage. The big hinge point, yeah, basically what everything sort of ties up to, and it is swarming with Russians right now, as well as an MTLB right here. It's only got the 50 caliber, but there is a BTR here as well. The MTLB has a little bit of cover dug up for it, but the Russians, Indies on the south side holding really well. As this is going to be tricky for the US side. But then again, the US side don't have their previous flag. They will not be able to... sorry, the Russians don't have South Petrivka up here. And until they capture that, they're not going to be able to capture storage. Whereas the US side will be able to capture both their two flags and will have a lot of time moving up on this flag just because of this rush. There are very, very few... Oh wow, and these guys, Red Bears, looking to get annihilated because they are in the open here and Indies overlooking them. Oh, there we go. He goes down. And now a couple of Indies on the roof here, as well as this, yeah, that's the 82A, the 30mm BTR, in decent rocket cover, to be honest. And ooh, Red Bears got annihilated. Two guys alive. Smoke's getting put up, and honestly, the medic is alive. They're not in terrible shape. I've seen worse. The 82A now, though, repositioning might take out that truck if he can get an angle on it. No, well, I don't know. Alright, so not all that much happening, especially QFF now having to cross the open. It's going to be troubling for them. Let's quickly pan on over here. Let's see if Tactical Combat Division still holding. No problem at all. Taking out the FOB as well. And trying to clear out this house. But Kalba killing both Nobody and Foso. He is in a little bit of trouble though. But I don't think Squad Beans have an alternate spawn point here. I see Fant? Is that his name? Hang on. We're going to have to check that. So it's Squad Beans, Fant. Yep. So Fant is up, and this MTLB not moving closer. Really, really smart. Honestly, you want to stay at a distance, and I think this is Squad Beans coming in here. They grab themselves a new truck or other vehicle. So a standard VTR, 14.5mm gun. So they're coming in. We still have a couple more seconds where we can look at right here, and I feel like Zulu X-Ray Delta sending vehicle support as well. They feel like they have a decent hold here, but right now Indy's crumbling a little bit under the immense pressure both from Seranian Vanguard, Red Bears, and QFF now coming in on the south side. So US side have a slightly better hold now on this flag. They are moving in and extremely well supported by Tactical Combat Division. They've not really lost anything sort of in this delay. If anything, they have a slight advantage. Well, spoke a little too soon. They are roughly 40 tickets, well, actually 35 tickets down so far. That's most likely material, because the Russians do have that firepower advantage. They pretty much any Russian vehicle can destroy any US vehicle in a one-on-one situation. So they have the firepower advantage, but the US vehicles are more mobile. Ooh, Slaughterfish. No. Sorry, that's Sushi Fighter. And are they just gonna walk past him? Really? Oh, and he's not holding fire, so he's now dead. There you go. And then we have, wow, it looks like he took out his fair share of boys. That's Fonts right there. Fotso though, looking like he might respawn. Is gonna walk past his line of sight. I think he probably saw him. And with these 30 mils in the open right now, they're going to have a lockdown on the streets, and this hold is not going to last very, very long, because right now there's 1, 2, 3, 4 guys alive on flag. And versus this amount of firepower and manpower, it's not going to... Oh, and especially now they've found the rally point.
We're capping south.
Yep.
We have 2 vehicles here.
So US now capturing storage site, and it looks like it's going to balance out, but with US side in the advantageous position because they managed to capture from the south side. I feel like this map has been changed, because I don't think you could do that before. I don't think this was a part of the cap zone before. I think you only had to hold the north side here. So this map has definitely been changed, whereas... Yeah, absolutely.
Negative, not building a fob inside storage site.
We'll get one up on the south side so you can get a hub inside the storage.
Alright, so Indy's now back in action. And Gentleman Pyro going down. Blast on my AK, looking like he's going to be outgunned shortly. Oh, goes down. As well as Munster. So that's 3 kills, no deaths. Nice work by Indies. As well as, yeah, they look like they could be chasing them out of storage, especially now that they're capturing South Petrivka back, and they should definitely be doing that. Yep, they've already captured. So now that they capture South Petrivka back, they should be capping storage as well. And here's the thing, right?
Yeah, we're coming to storage now.
Alright, so the thing, right? Like if you're... It's not always an advantage to be the first guy to capture the center flag. Right? Because when a flag is neutral, uncaptured, you get, or the enemy team loses 0 tickets from you capturing it, because you have to capture an an enemy flag, right? That makes the enemy lose tickets. But if you're the first guy to capture the flag, obviously the enemy has to attack it and so on and so forth. But you basically now have one more flag to lose, sort of, and especially in this situation where the Russian side had control of the north side of this of storage, and only really had to clear you out of the south side. That's going to be sort of, it's not necessarily an advantage for you to hold this flag then, because yeah, you're gonna lose tickets now, right? You maybe, and it's going to be hard not to capture a flag, but it's not necessarily an advantage. That's all I'm saying. Right now, QFF once again going across the open, have been spotted by Zulu X-Ray Delta, who have really nice positions dug up for themselves in altitude here. Really, really nice overview of QFF pushing. Oh, wow. Mud Crab, though, getting blasted through the little holes here. Really nice shooting. And that could be Dr. One. Because he's just sat there. And that might be the reason the other guy isn't going down, because he doesn't have a proper angle on him. However, Stiley, whoever, Vasily, and Gentleman Pyro going down, as well as Tuan. So they lost a lot of guys just trying to cross there. Now smoke coming up. That's going to help them a great deal. And here we go. Zulu X-Ray Delta getting their vehicles in position here. Cicero and Tom. Yep. Cicero and Tom Day 27. As well as Lee and Foxy Potato. So they basically got this outside on lockdown. QFF managing to get nearly all of their guys up. However, now losing smoke before they manage to pull out could be devastating.
Second, activated the fob. You can place a hub.
Alright, so let's have a quick look. Oh, they're still holding on to this flag. Just by, and I think that's mostly by QFF managing to pull in here. But now, wow, the 30mm, or actually that's 14.5mm now, just destroying them. Gentleman Pyro in the open, not gonna last very long. And Jenny now spawning on the rally point in the open here as well, in a bit of trouble. And somehow surviving. And Gentleman Pyro now readying the rocket launcher, and there he goes. That's one hit on that BTR. Generally, you will see vehicles. Yeah, especially now. He's gonna go back to base. But generally, you see them going back after just one hit, because better safe than sorry. It is 30 tickets, basically 30 infantry deaths for one BTR, and I mean, that's a lot of infantry, right? What couldn't you do with 30 extra men at some point? Not that it really equates the same way, but it's sort of well, it all sort of gathers up in the end, and I've seen many a match lost simply because of material loss.
We can't. We're actually pinned at the moment. Storage side. I cannot push out right.
Second can place it.
Jesus Christ. Are people doing this to piss me off, or what? His name is Sturia Kaduba. Yeah, right? So you're Sturia from now on. And that's Synopsy, right? Synopsy, that's a nice name. You can say it quickly. With this shit, it's like fucking reading an essay, man. Alright, so Synopsy killing Esmon here. He's still got U2M. Engage. And Terry. A lot of combat happening around this corner here. As well as Cicero the Wise and Tom's. Oh wow, but one more hit, but there's no third LAT coming. So that thing's gonna be RTB and fine. It's gonna be out of, oh no, there we go. Wow, that thing was hit before. Well, there you go, that's 30 tickets right there. So now it's 408 to 367. So before that thing exploded, we were looking at a 60 ticket advantage. Now it's a 30 ticket advantage. And it's looking like US side holding on to this flag. And they most definitely are. They are also attacking, and they have the weirdest fob I have ever seen in my entire life. I don't know exactly what you want with a fob up there, but there you go. There's a fob there. It might be a vehicle repair station, I guess. That's not a terrible position to have it. It does have a lot of roads heading for it. So, yep, I take back my original assessment. So right now, There we go. Yep, they are really lacking like US side really lacking FOBs and proper spawn points in and around storage site, and they are still holding on to it. But I mean, without proper spawn points, it's gonna be super duper difficult in the long run here. Squad Beans though, still holding right here. Red Bears just prodding them, making sure that they are constantly required to keep a lot of forces here. Full contacts. Ushimata though going up against another guy. QVQ, I'm just going to call you because your name is insane. And here we go. Kalba though getting QVQ in the end. Chikibriki trying to put some pressure on here, but he is outgunned in like a vast amount of outgunning here, right here. Jesus Christ. So basically, I think Red Bears, the only reason they have 3 guys attacking this point, because it is practically suicide, right, is to make sure the Squad Beans needs to be on target right there, and that's going to help them because Squad Beans is a 9-man contingent, and Red Bears sending 3 guys up there. They're basically holding 6 guys up there extra, right? You're gaining a slight advantage from it, and I really like that kind of play. They are, however, getting pushed off flag here quite hard. However, look at this. Zulu X-Ray Delta getting slaughtered by QFF here. Tom and Cicero now
Are you capping?
having to walk around instead of rolling around in their Panzerwagen because they got destroyed. And it's looking like, ooh, wow. What are you? Are you a striker? You're a striker, and you're in trouble. So this striker, but I think Lee's gun might have overheated or he lost sight of it. But this guy, you got to get pretty far away, or at least around a hill, or trees between you, stuff like that, because you're pretty easy to see when you're on fire. But BTRs, I think, are slower.
Whatever you do, you spawn the hub. Do not push south. No one pushes south from the hub. You will get fucked. Go somewhere else.
Oh, looks like Russians already on that hab. And right now, Lee have been juked. They can't find him. Really nice job there by Red Bears. Lester? No, that's Lekolar. It's sort of like a, I don't know, an Eastern Legolas. Alright, so Russians should be capping now. I mean, no, they just don't have enough boys on flag. It's that whole Red Bears tactic up there that's costing them, I guess, because they are basically one squad down on offense, as well as having a lot of guys relegated on vehicles. Wow, but look at this. Now, a pretty big assault mounting here. Basically, US side coming from both the south and the north. And they're going to roll up in this striker with a lot of infantry. It looks like 7 guys, at least 6. And it is Tactical Combat Division, the boys who first rolled in here, coming back to familiar terrain. And have Squad Beans set up a new fob on flag? I do not think so. It doesn't look like it. There's no hab here at least. Ooh, but look at this. And where are you shooting? You're shooting down at the road? I'm unsure what he's seen up there. And now he's sort of overlooking the fields here, but I think he doesn't exactly know where the enemy is. And again, these tracked vehicles are extremely slow. US side, again, defending storage site. Russians just can't push him out. Black Raven now getting 1 hit, 1 LAT on that truck. That's going to be immensely helpful. The less armor that's on this target when that striker rolls in, the better. And I think this guy's just going to go RTB immediately. Return to base. Squad Beans now focusing south. And where did these guys go? They're now over here? North, you're way ahead of yourself, I think. Either that, or you're taking an extremely long route to flag. I think they are. Tactical Combat Division. Going up in the riverbed here, I assume. It's going to be wide open for them. This thing is not going back to base. The MTLB... not going back. Oh, actually, there's the FOB. And there's the HAB in that building right there. So maybe Tactical Combat Division knows something I don't. Nope, they don't, because there's no marker there. So right now, they could possibly be setting up for that flag there. And Red Bear's saying, hey, we got this. But I just don't see how that's going to happen. There's 4 guys alive right now. They're probably going to spawn in more, but Kalba, Pismigi, and Fount is sort of inbound, as well as the fact that they have a couple guys on flag. Not to mention Revenge Raven and Mats on the west side, just looking out. So let's go back to storage. That's where the action is right now. And it looks like Russians are being pushed back slightly more. And QFF holding in the buildings. Russians, though, I get it. They haven't been pushed out. They've moved out. Because there used to be an FOB down here. US side 308. Still a 30 ticket differential here. Really, really nice. And the Russian side looks like it's got a roughly 2-to-1 kill-death ratio here on the US. Which traditionally is not very, very common in US. Once again, defending storage site. Now, though, no spawn point, and it looks like they've got maybe 10 guys, 12, not many, basically, alive here. And Adele now pushing up. Oh, taking out 1. 2 going down. Miss Jenny now goes down. So right now, QFF have been destroyed here. Oh, wow, another death. So US side looks like they're losing this flag. Really, you really need to hurry on South Petrivka. Squad 3 now pushing in with, so that should be Tactical Combat Division, and Red Bears now pushing in, and they should be capping already. Wow, but look at the losses. They've sustained heavy losses trying to cross here.
Okay, we're capping South.
So they're capping South Petrivka right now, but Russians, I think, should be capturing storage. So worst case scenario, this will be double neutral. That's worst case. Best case for US side will be they have South Petrivka and storage, and everything is super great. Alright, so right here we had some friendly fire. That's Zulu X-Ray Delta's Lee shooting at the BTR-82A, which is the absolute last vehicle you really want to shoot at when it's your own team, because that's 40 tickets rolling around. It is a box of gold on wheels, basically. You just don't want to lose that. So here we go. Legendary Mud Crab coming up against, this looks like Seranian Vanguard. Asmon and U2M. Ooh, fresh. Really close here. Gonna throw a grenade. And oh, he left. He lived though, but oh yeah, he is stuck. Oh, that's bad. Let's have a look. There we go. There is no escape from the box of death. He has to suicide to get out there. Russian ground forces though neutralizing storage, so they were indeed capping, but US side will definitely neutralize up here, and that's going to leave the Russians with a choice: either keep defending storage and accept the fact that this is a double neutral situation, which is not in their advantage, or... And I mean, that's going to be fine because, yeah, there we go. Neutralizing South Petrivka. US side do have... They have the HAB, and they have a secondary attack fob up with no HAB to it. They also have the rally points. So, I mean, US side are looking pretty safe and sound here. And Russians have... it's basically just squad beans trying to recapture. Squad beans who were on defense earlier. Now just trying to recapture. They're getting a little bit more help. Zulu Extra Delta now pushing in with vehicles and stuff like that. But generally... It looks like it's just going to be heavy defense, double neutral suits us just fine, and I wouldn't feel too safe about it because you're now 13 tickets over and that's it.
And keep hold of that point.
My people
Please do not push off. Just stay on there.
Why, you want
We'll
the
take
logic?
care of recapping storage. Focus on defending. Do what you can to defend South Petrivka. We'll take care of storage. It'll just take time to organize.
Alright. So right now, there will be a lull. And I think, or a lull in terms of, basically the Russian forces right here are having an opportunity to catch their breath and to sort of consolidate and find good positions, etc. Ooh, and US side now having found the enemy FOB.
Enemy FOB at South Petrivka or west of South Petrivka. Enemy is be confirmed. Repair station.
So they found that thing. Ooh, but look at this. That's Font and this this BTR here,
Sir, you need to place the fob in
having found the FOB and actually removed it. Munster dealing with a lot of stuff here right now. Actually manages to get a shot off. But there was an FOB down here, now gone for the US side. They've lost another FOB, 250 to 89. So they're now, again, nearly 40 tickets below. Again, like, the closer this gets to the sort of 0 point, the more you'd really like to have those 40 tickets. Right now, you don't really care, but the closer you get to death, that's why you sort of need to care already. And here we go. Tactical Combat Division's Otto pushing in here. And he's coming up the rear on MacFisha here. So I feel like Tactical Combat Division still holding quite well. No sort of big trouble for them yet. It's looking like it might be on the horizon though, especially since Red Bears have lost every kind of spawn point up here. But the Tactical Combat Division now pushing in, looking like they might have an angle on this FOB here. They were spawning up by their rally point and getting it from there. Let's quickly have a look. Yep. So what US side will be doing now is placing rally points and sort of moving in from odd angles. Ooh, ho, ho, ho. And a lot of rockets. And getting some hits, but nothing much. And there we go. He ragdolls. Needs to die. Willie Pete gets killed. U2M. You need to kill Legional. Yeah, but he gets him. So right now, engage only guy alive against what is looking like... that's an MTLB, but a 50 cal MTLB. No big, well, it is a big worry for him because he has no way to defeat it. But there you go. So that didn't work out. That's Seranian Vanguard rush there. Didn't really work out. They met a lot of infantry on the way and were a bit exposed. And Tactical Combat Division's rush on this FOB not really working out either. They now have a man on the actual FOB though, digging, but Piss Miggy is coming up checking every single angle. I think waiting for help. Ooh, here we go. Mag. And gets him. Really nice done. Well done there. Alright, so their FOB once again safe, and yeah, no enemies alive anywhere near it, but so is South Petrivka, and it's not getting any support right now. It is squad beans, and well, actually they are getting support. It looks like Zulu X-Ray Delta giving them a few guys as well. Oh, basically, yeah, that's just yeah, that's Tom Day and Cicero on the BTR there. But right now, yeah, Tactical Combat Division. No, that's Red Bears once again established here and ready to help out. They do have the Striker as well for support. So right now, this is looking just stronger and stronger. This hold on South Petrivka, especially now they know where the FOB is. They know everything they need to. They do have a spawn point way up here, but that's not going to help them all that much. Dr. 1.
QFF west of us, they've got a 30 mil coming your.
Brilliant, okay.
And there is a Logi here. I think the fob is. Ooh. And he gets him. Really nice, and really nice shooting there. And who is this? That's Pop Kamerad? I think it is. It sounds like Danish, and it might just be. If it is Danish, his name is Cardboard Comrade, but we will have to see. I could be wrong, because there's a lot of random nicknames out there. Ooh, wow, this looks like a striker that's seen better days. Most definitely is. It's Gentleman Pyro, Antoine, not Antoine. And they're just getting stopped early by Indies here. Long range fire on the roofs and in the windows. Really, really nice job. And there's just no way to cover or to get over this. Basically, you just need to get long range support by these strikers, just taking out the enemy at distances that they just cannot do anything about. And let's just quickly look at tickets. We're back on a 20 ticket differential, and that's going to be great for the US side. They really need to, actually it's going to be great for the Russian side. No, US side, never mind. Because they really need to just hold more effectively, I guess. They need to win back these 20 tickets either by taking out the FOB over here or securing storage, although I find it very, very hard. Like, that's not going to happen. It's going to take a long, long while, and they don't really have all that much time. And they keep sending their material very, very close to target here. Really, really dangerous. These guys need to be back. Way, way back. Like over here. If you're sitting over here and you're shooting at the guys in that building, because then you're super duper safe. And here we go. This is the 50 caliber MTLV deciding he wants a little piece of that striker. And he's looking for it. It is, however, obscured right now and extremely difficult to see. Although he has been told where it is. Oh, and it goes down. That is 30 tickets, or 35. And Gentleman Pyro not happy about it. And now we're looking like 50 tickets. So there we go. I mean, rockets are powerful, man. You can't ignore that stuff. And let's have a quick look over here. Ooh, and it looks I mean, it looks bad. Russians or squad beans have a half a squad plus moving in, and a lot of Red Bears and Tactical Combat Division are down. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 alive on flag. Oh, but they are spawning in. They do have a new hab on flag, so I guess they're actually okay. And Chicky Breaky actually on the hab here, but looking like he's been spotted. He's got Cardboard Comrade on. Oh, there we go. Goes down. Too bad. And now he's pretty much all alone here, Chicky Breaky, and can do what he wants. I think his best alternative is to start digging that hab. But he looks like he just wants to come up behind the enemy. And wow, look at this. Devastating. Now Russians on the hab here. They're going to start digging it. Looks like they could have overrun this flag. Pismiggy here looks like
We can't.
Bugged out character model there. Looks like he's in a western, ready to draw. And the FOB, where is it?
We're losing the fob. We're losing the fob.
There we go. That's the FOB right there. It's been spotted. So right now, I think South Petrovka is a goner officially, and possibly, like, with the U.S. side already slightly disadvantaged, sort of. That this is a bad. They needed more time, right? This is a bad time to lose South Petrovka, because they are no closer to sort of re-engaging storage, and once storage is capped, they need to hold Central Novo and lose as little as possible. I see them already setting up an FOB down there, and possibly getting ready for this contingency. I mean, they will have a little bit of time because there is no attack planned by the Russian side, and they then need to sort of regroup, consolidate, and figure out where are we going to attack, what are we going to do. Alright, the FOB is gone here, definitely, because the hab is gone, and a lot of dead. And now still a 2-to-1 kill death ratio here for the Russian side. Really nice work there for them, because I mean, generally you see it the other way around. Like, the U.S. side generally has a lead in terms of kills and deaths. Black Raven going up against Pismiggy. Oh, kills him immediately. No chance there. Doesn't even get hit. Oh, but gets taken out here by McFisher. Rock and Roller moving up now. And oh, there we go. Sees McFisher, just takes him out immediately. Mag though gets Rock and Roller. Really, a lot of trading back and forth, and just can't. Otto can't get that hit in. And right now, yeah, I think U.S. side's still holding. They're just not as dug in, basically, because they're not holding all of the flag. You know, it's like Normandy, right? Once you're on the beach and you've taken out the bunkers, you're pretty decent. Like, you can have supplies coming in without them dying. And this is sort of the way it is right now. Like Russians can come in here and don't have to get killed before they're actually on flag. And I guess the U.S. side sort of have that advantage as well, but they used to have more. So, but I feel like U.S. should be holding this double neutral situation. And they are pushing in from the south side now, and I feel like there's less Russians here than there used to be, and Zulu X-Ray Delta as well have a huge bunch of guys. They're looking like they're moving out. And they might well be. This isn't near full BTR. It's driver gunner, 6 guys. And I don't know. Ooh, ho, ho, ho. Oh, no, no, no. And this BTR, come on. Keep shooting. This BTR is in deep trouble. He is in absolutely some bad... oh man, but survives it. I mean, that thing couldn't take much more hits because it was getting shot by the 50 as well as taking a rocket there. Never good. So, okay, Zulu X-Ray Delta moving out, leaving even less people on flag, giving US side now an opportunity to push in here hard, because basically right now these guys are most likely heading for South Petrivka. Ooh, and Russians now actually capturing. They managed to get the majority long enough to capture, and that's going to allow what's left now to capture this. But honestly, if US side manages to capture it from under their noses, it doesn't look like that's going to happen, though. We do have Indies as well as a bit of Zulu X-Ray Delta, a bit of full contact here. It's XB, Bumbox, Hansi, and Splinter? Splinter? There we go. I don't know how to... yeah, I'm just going to say Splinter. And with this MTLB here as well, now making the situation easier for Seranian Vanguard as they try and push in here, especially with the sporadic infantry just spread out all over. Bumbox, for example, just holding this angle. As soon as Esmond comes in here, he's going to take shots. As well as... ooh, wow, and here we go. Taking one hit, but he is on the double repair stations as well. So that's going to take like 3 rockets in quick succession to take that guy down. And they do have the BTR up here. Let's have a quick look. 128 to 221. So now 100 ticket difference. It looks like the Russians are going to run away with this. And now capturing storage, yeah. So now we're at 96 to 237. They did gain tickets. I did not think you gained tickets from capturing anymore. I thought we were all over that, but there you go. They did gain a little bit of tickets. They were at 220 something. Yep.
Right, guys, you guys have lost South Petrivka. We need you to come back and help support. Somebody needs to go and defend.
Alright, so it's all about Central Novo now. Oh, and here we go. Russians already... we're expecting this. We do have Zulu X-Ray Delta. The guys, I guess, who pulled out in that BTR. Possibly. Where is the BTR, though? I don't know. But this is Zulu X-Ray Delta's. Foxy Potato Fresh, David, and Legendary Mud Crab, as well as Adele, pulling out towards flag. And there's no defenders in sight at all. They might get that little cheeky neutralization before the United States Army really realizes what's going on. It looks like little Jenny, Dr. One, and Malpe. I'm just gonna call you Mal because your name is hard to pronounce. It looks like, I think Jenny...
I'm out of
here.
There we go. I think they want to drop the hab. Yeah, I think that's what she's doing right now. So, dropping the hab, dropping the hab, dropping the hab. Yep, that's definitely...
I haven't got enough points yet.
Oh, there we go. Yep. So you need more points. So they're definitely going to get that cheeky neutral, especially since they're not really checking yet. Now, moving slightly to sort of get into position. We do have still Seranian Vanguard attacking on the north side here, but I mean, even if they do win this sort of compound and get that FOB in there, they've still got Indies on the south side, and Indies have people enough to stop one squad from capping. But they're not clearing out the north side here. Full contact, still resisting quite well. And that is Rise Wind. Really reminds me of Rinse Wind, but there you go. And Esmon and Scenics going down. Ooh, who killed Scenics there? Oh, there we go. It is Legion or Lucian.
Guys up north, guys in South Petrivka, you need to pull off. We need you on Central Nova.
It's Legoland.
We can keep
moving towards you.
Another Legolas here. Alright, so Central Novo, do they know the kind of shit they're in? Yes, they do. Munster already on flag there and knows that we've got someone neutralizing, and they've been neutralizing for a little bit. Rock is going out, and wow, that one hitting the pole. And they're aiming too low. I think they're underestimating the distance here.
We now have contacts on Central Nova.
And I think they spent all but one of their rockets doing that. I might have missed one.
They've almost neutralized Central Nova now.
And they've almost neutralized, yep. So, I don't know, like, the advantage of this just making the neutral, and they shouldn't be neutralizing. Right now, they should not be neutralizing. Munster should be stopping this. You need to be 3 guys more than the enemy to change a flag. Once it is sort of, if it's a US flag, you need to be 3 more than the US side to change the status of that flag in any direction. So once Munster goes down and no one else enters, but here we go. They should be capping it back any moment. And now they most likely are. Fresh, though, coming in. I think he's got line of sight on them and pretty decent cover. Nope, he does not have line of sight. Jenny going down, though. But so does Mudcrab. So it's basically Fresh all alone right now. He doesn't have his buddies with him. Because they found the FOB here. It's Blast. No, it's not. It's Rock and Rolla having found the FOB and is just digging, and there takes it out. It is now 198 to 36. US side nearing defeat. Oh, here we go. Zulu X-ray Delta's rally point is here. Is it in the building? Unknown.
Enemy FOB is neutralized at Central.
Alright, so, but that, like, neutralizing those FOBs, doing that kind of stuff in this late game is actually really, really good. And especially, like, if you can destroy those extra vehicles, that kind of stuff. Like, if you could kill this guy now, that'd be super duper. That's 25 tickets. But he's got the double repair stations. That does take a lot. Like, when you repair a... Ooh, yeah, 25 tickets. That's another 25 tickets they do not have to win by next round. And they now defended Central Nova, so they're holding on to that. They are at 26 tickets now, though. And especially, like, right now they're bleeding 1 ticket a minute. Which leaves them half an hour to win this game if nobody dies. But let's be realistic. People are always going to die. Seranian Vanguard now switching it up. Attacking from the south. They have been spotted, though. XB on the water tower. Or the fuel tank. Or the tank. Ooh. And U2. That's JLG. There you go. Oh, Wow, and they just got fucking destroyed. Sorry, by Bumbox here. Willie Pete taking out this guy who had the insanely long name from earlier. US side once again defending Central Novo. Now Willie Pete getting taken out. Seranian Vanguard respawning and reinitiating their attack. But once again, ooh, wow, what's going on? That's a full truck of what? That's Tactical Combat Division coming in from the south side here, though. But full contact once again. Like they're everyone's up, everyone's attacking, and they are in defense positions. And 2 TCG members already, TCD, already dead. Wow, one going down to, that's Kaluma, doing the rigor mortis there. One more grenade, but much closer. Come on. Like if you popped a grenade here, you'd get all 4. There we go. 160 ticket win.
Good try,
really, really decent. They did have a huge kill advantage there. That is close to a 2-to-1 in the end. They were missing 16 kills to have a true 2-to-1 kill death ratio. And let's quickly, there we go, and scroll down here, and here we go. And then scroll all the way down. Now everyone gets to see their scores, no problem. Alright, so that was round 1, and stick around for round 2.